Hi, I'm Pete Holloway. I'm a retired financial advisor and a retired certified financial planner. And as always, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to On Money. We have a very special guest today, Dr. Tim Borchers, who is the president of West Liberty. I've got some tough questions and some easy questions for him, and he's, I hope, prepared for them. Dr. Borchers was born in Huron, South Dakota, got his undergraduate degree at the University of Nebraska, and in communication, and then a master's and PhD from Wayne State in Detroit, also in communications. He's been the vice president of academic affairs at Peru State College and the dean of arts and communications at Minnesota State Admiral. He's married and has one son. I want to thank you for being with us. We're going to start out with a toughie, okay? And it's the elephant in the room question. This year, we have seen one college, Alderson Broaddus, closed because the powers that be didn't think it was going to be able to survive. And we've also seen West Virginia University report an astonishing deficit. What's the state of West Liberty?
Well, thanks for having me. Good to talk to you this morning. And yes, this definitely is a big issue that we're concerned about, an issue that people are concerned about in higher education all across the country. We know that student enrollments have been declining over the past few years, and so everyone has been creative in trying to figure out how we can address those challenges. I can tell you that our budget and enrollment projections are on track for the year. We feel pretty good about that. Of course, we'll have to keep watching those, and there certainly are variables with spring enrollment and summer enrollment and costs that could be higher than anticipated. But so far, we're on track for where we thought we would be at this point. We've also, to provide more long-term stability, have embarked on a strategic planning process here at West Liberty University this year. We are engaging faculty, staff, students from across the university to try to brainstorm how we can differentiate ourselves from other universities so that we can be an attractive place for students of all different levels of education, to be a place for them to find their enrollment. We've done a great deal of environmental scanning in the last couple of weeks, and I presented numerous presentations to faculty and staff to talk about what our current state is and what the state of higher education is today. In West Virginia, 46% of high school graduates don't go on to a higher education degree at this point, whether 2-year or 4-year. So that's a concern for the state in terms of having a well-prepared workforce. We also think it could be an opportunity for us to try to be attractive to those students and to help them see that college, there is a good return on their investment, to see that we do have the academic programs to help them be successful. But we also know that down the line, some of these students will plan to enroll in college after they've worked for a few years, maybe after they've started a family. So we're trying to be very creative in thinking about how we can be a spot for those students when they do come to higher education to get the degree that they need. So we're really taking a long-term focus here to try to figure out what we can do to position the university so that we're ready for demographic changes. Everyone knows about the demographic cliff that's coming in a few years when the number of college-age students drops off pretty dramatically. And we'll have programs, we'll have strategies in place so that we can be a top-notch choice for those students who are looking to complete their education.
That sounds exciting. Without giving away any trade secrets, has anything come out of these talks yet that really opened your eyes, or you said, wow, what a great idea? Or is it too early in the process?
It's too early in the process. We've just started different workshops with different groups to try to get their ideas on the table. We have a strategic planning committee that meets regularly, and we will be getting a much greater report from the different committees that have been working when we meet on December 1st. And then we'll be taking the first few months of the fall semester or the spring semester to really pinpoint which ideas we want to move forward on. And so it's a little early in the process. I do know that we've got a great foundation. We've got caring faculty and staff. We've got committed students. So I think there's lots of opportunities that we'll have to differentiate ourselves.
Well, I'm sure everyone will be looking forward to the report when it does come out. Okay, you're brand new. What are your first impressions of West Liberty?
Well, my first impressions have been very, very positive so far. Ever since before I started in June, I've been meeting with all kinds of people on campus, faculty, staff, students, community members. I think you and I met on July 4th at the symphony concert. And so I've been making those connections. In all, I kind of stopped counting at 170 different meetings that I'd had with people. And I've been able to prepare a report that I presented to the campus community, faculty, staff, and I'll be talking with students later today about some of the things that I've learned. I've learned that people really do love it here. The phrase "hilltop is home" is something that has I've heard that numerous times in talking with faculty, staff, and students, and alumni and community members. They know that this is a place where a lot of our alums know they got a great education. It's a place that they're still very committed to and very loyal to, and our faculty and staff are working hard to make sure that students have that experience. I've heard concerns around communication, needing more communication from administration. So that's something that I've been working hard to follow through on, to be more inclusive in our decision making. And so that's something that we've really taken to heart with the strategic planning process. But overall, I've just been so impressed. Our faculty are doing top-notch research. They're engaged in the community. Our arts programs are very strong. We had a great choir concert last night that involved high school choirs joining our choir, and they sound fantastic. And so I've just been so impressed by that. I've been impressed by our athletic teams and the performance that they have. And our students are just they're really great to talk to. They're so engaged with their education. As I walk around campus, you can overhear students, and they're talking about their classes. They're talking about their future plans. They're talking about what they want to do after here. And we've had numerous hundreds of students actually to the house for different events, and talking to them, getting to know them has been really refreshing. So had a really positive impression so far, and I'm finding lots of good points for us to build on as we move forward in the future.
That's great. We're recording this just before Thanksgiving, and I noticed, and I think this is a terrific gesture, that there are always kids that cannot get home for Thanksgiving, and you and your wife have invited them to the president's house for a Thanksgiving dinner. And again, that reaching out has to mean a lot, not just to those students, but to the student body in general, showing that there's some real care coming out of the president's office. And I think that's super. You should be commended for that.
We love cooking for Thanksgiving, so this is a good chance to indulge some of our our favorite things and make some food and have some students over who can't go home for whatever reason. So yeah, we're really looking forward to celebrating Thanksgiving with them.
That, like I said, that really is a terrific gesture. Now you're looking, we talked earlier about some changes. You individually, what kinds of programmatic changes are you looking to implement, or are you?
Well, we are we're studying that. So we're gathering a lot of data about our academic programs so that we know where we have some opportunities for efficiencies, so that we can find where we might have some opportunities for growth. Our graduate programs have completed a plan for growing some of those programs and adding some new programs. As you probably know, our doctoral program is brand new this fall, so we're really excited to be getting that off the ground. So we're really open to that, and like I say, we're using a very data-driven, very structured approach to that. Also, on the undergraduate side, we're engaged in a process working with a consultant to identify what we can do to make sure that we can maximize our undergraduate enrollment as well. So we're looking both at strategies. We're also looking at programs, looking to see what we can do to really complement what's needed in the state, looking at what the other institutions are doing. Looking at the workforce needs is definitely a top priority for us as we do this planning. So it's a little early to tell probably yet which new programs we might be moving forward with. We did announce the launch of women's wrestling earlier this fall, and that's a new sport that we'll be bringing on, and really excited about that. One of the fastest growing sports at the high school level in the country, and definitely in this region. And so we'll be looking forward to having our first class of women's wrestlers to really build on the strong program that we have in wrestling. So looking across the board really at athletic programs, academic programs, both undergraduate and graduate, and then also looking at what we can do to really use the best strategies in order to recruit those students.
That's terrific. As we've mentioned, you're brand new to the job. What was or what is the biggest surprise or surprises that you've run into, both good news and bad news?
Well, I've worked pretty closely with presidents throughout my career, so there hasn't been a lot that I've been totally surprised about, like the nature of the job. I know it's pretty much a 24/7, 365 job, and so the demands that I've had, that hasn't really been too surprising, and it's something really that I've embraced. I think I've been surprised to learn about some of our really interesting academic programs. We have a zoo science program that I didn't know a whole lot about before I came here, and it's one of the few programs in the whole country, and we offer that both at the undergraduate and the graduate level. A great deal of community support for that program, working with the Ogilvy Zoo. So that has been a very nice surprise. Our athletic teams are very strong and have been strong. I note about the men's team because I happened to watch their national championship game last year, just after I had submitted my application for the job. So that was kind of fun to be able to see them show up on ESPN on a Saturday afternoon. So really excited to see their success this year, and the success really of all of our teams. The wrestling program, I had no idea how strong that program was, and being able to go to their first match this year was really exciting to see how strong that team is and how young they are. They've got some really good recruits coming in. Tonight we'll learn the fate of our volleyball team. Hopefully they'll have a national tournament bid on the line. So really impressed by our athletic teams, and even more so probably the academic success of our student athletes. The overall GPA of some of our sports teams is just very high. Speaks very strongly to the commitment that our coaches have to make sure their students are successful academically as well as on the field or on the court. So that's been a really nice surprise. I think the area has been surprising. I had not been to this part of the country before, but there has been so much to do in Wheeling and in the area. We found ourselves very busy, whether it's walking around Ogilvy Park or whether it's attending a symphony performance. We went to the Jerry Seinfeld show the other night. Looking forward to Symphony on Ice here in a couple of weeks. So there has just been so much to do, and it's such high quality. I think people don't realize that, or they take that for granted in this area. So it really is a great place to live as well as to work. And I think, I don't know, maybe the thing that surprised me the most is just how much I've enjoyed the job. I've really enjoyed getting to know the faculty and the staff and the students, the alumni, the community members, but it's just been very enjoyable. I can't believe how fast the semester has gone. I think when we met, it was July 4th, and now we're already at Thanksgiving, and it feels like it's just gone by in a blink of an eye. There's been so much to do and so much exciting work to do.
Well, it's great to hear your enthusiasm. One final question. You haven't even been inaugurated yet, but you've only been sitting at that desk for a couple months now. What kind of institution do you want to leave to your successor?
So thanks for asking about inauguration. We'll be doing that on April 5th. We're beginning to do some planning for that. We'll have an event that day, and then a series of events after that to really celebrate the university, to celebrate our students, to celebrate our faculty and staff, to celebrate our alumni, to celebrate our community, all leading up to the Topper Day of Giving, which will be on Wednesday, April 10th. So we'll be putting together a whole slate of activities. So I hope people are interested and can come to campus to take part in some of those events. But as I think forward to the future, it comes back to that strategic plan will be an important launching pad for the different programs that we will start, or the different ways that we will identify ourselves, kind of the new vision, the new direction for West Liberty University. So that'll be an important part of that. I think underneath that will be a culture that is very data-driven, a culture that makes decisions based on data that's available, that makes decisions based on what's best for the university, what's best for our students and for the region. I think a culture that's based on communication, transparent decision-making. I hope to really lay the foundation for that, and to really create that as being the expectation of our administration here. I hope that we're externally focused, that we're looking at our community, that we're looking at the region that we're in, the state that we're in, and always using best practices when we implement new programs or when we make decisions, so that we're really focused. I've heard from students, and in looking at potential students coming in and what their interests are, I think career service is an area that we can continue to grow and develop to be able to support that for our students. I think that there's more we can do with online courses and programs, both at the undergraduate level and at the graduate level. So that will help to diversify those revenue streams so that the institution's in a strong financial place. And I just think that that we will be ready to meet the needs of students, because we know that they're changing. And I mentioned some of those demographics earlier, and that we will be ready to meet those students' needs. We'll be a student-centered institution, as we have been for over 180 years, but really being flexible, being adaptable, being responsive to the ever-changing world in which we live. So we're building on a very strong tradition here at West Liberty University, and I think we will work very hard and create some new ways of working, work on the culture some here, so that it's a strong institution, that the faculty, staff, students are committed, that our alumni are re-engaged, and that our community sees us as a very valuable partner and someone who wants to work with us. So that would be my long-term vision of what I hope to leave when I'm done here at West Liberty.
Well, that gives me great confidence in what's coming, hearing all that. And I'm sure the viewers feel the same way. I want to thank you. I want to wish you the best of luck. And we'll be seeing you around town, on campus, and so forth. Keep up your good work. I'm Pete
Thank you.
Holloway. We'll be seeing you next week. Hope you have a great week.
Thanks. You too.
I am completing my postmaster's educational leadership certification, and what I like about it was that I could complete it completely online. My classes each week are very structured, so I don't fall behind, yet it is flexible because I can kind of work on my own pace and I can adapt to my schedule. Even though it is online, it's set up so that you can develop personal relationships with your classmates and with the faculty.
I feel that West Liberty is preparing me to be a future leader. One of the requirements in the program is to work closely with a supervisor, and this provides the opportunity for an authentic experience.
I think school leadership development is very important for future leaders so they can get a taste of what they're going to be doing every day and help prepare them for the future.
I feel that this has been one of the most valuable professional developments that I've ever had. I've learned a lot about not only leadership, but about myself. And I feel that it has made me a better teacher.
The collaborative work that I do with Kayla is definitely very valuable. She's been a great help to us here at the school.
Recently, we have been working on scheduling for next year. We have been working on getting the students who require special education services in the right classes, if they need small group instruction or collaborative instruction. We have also worked on school discipline. I recently completed a root cause analysis on discipline referrals and suspensions, and I'm planning on using that for my final capstone project. One of my goals after completion is to someday become an administrator, because I want to have an impact on improving organizational outcomes to not only better the school system, but the community as well. I hope to someday foster an environment that emphasizes teamwork, innovative thinking, and equal participation to achieve objectives.
I guess if I was saying what my overall goal was, is just to be the best leader that I can be, and I want to inspire and empower others. I want to build collaborative and culturally responsive relationships within my building and throughout the county.
Hi, my name is Craig Bober. I'm a senior finance major at West Liberty University, and today I'm going to be showing you what it's like to be a part of this program. Heading to my first class of the day, investment portfolio analysis with Professor Jesse.
We're going to start off doing some current events, and then we're going to look at evaluating some stocks, figuring out the intrinsic value. We're going to do Knight, Tyson, Disney, and waste management. We need to make some investments with the investment club.
The finance program at West Liberty is an exceptional experience. In the program, there are amazing teachers that always make class fun and engaging. A new student enrolling in the program should expect a personable learning experience when you're engaging in classroom activities and building relationships with your teachers and classmates. I chose the major in finance because of my interest in the finance world and my want to pursue a career in business. My goals after graduating are to become a certified financial planner and help people achieve their retirement and savings goals.
We're
heading into my second class of the day, Management Capstone with Dr. Rakia.
So part of what we've been doing over the last several weeks was looking at the internal and external factors of the companies that you had chosen to research.
This major is good for others to consider because of the quality of education you receive and the relationships you build with the people in the business department. Professionally, with a finance degree, you have many different career options like banking, insurance, financial planning, or even tax services. I chose West Liberty University because I did not want to go far from home, but I still wanted to be away. Personally, what I like most about West Liberty is the great people that live here. West Liberty Business program attracts many people from different countries, so this provides you with a unique and diverse learning environment being here. We're going to be heading into the investment club meeting.
So as we talked about, here's our current portfolio allocation. So we still have about $5,000 left, so we need to make some investments.
The investment club is a student-ran club that is sponsored by West Banco, where we use real money to buy stocks and bonds to build a class portfolio. This club is a great place to learn about the stock market and how investing works. All the decisions that we make regarding our portfolio are voted on by all the members of the club. And now for my last class of the day, my finance capstone with Professor Jesse. West Liberty's finance capstone is unique because it is a CFP board registered program, which is something that not all colleges offer. In this course, we learn about topics like ethics, retirement planning, tax planning, and risk management, which prepares us for the CFP exam. And now we're going to cap off the day with playing some basketball with my friends. Being a student athlete, there are many challenges that come with it, but the rewards far outweigh them. Through my 4 years of playing football here, I learned many valuable life skills and have built friendships that will last a lifetime. Thanks for coming along with me today, and for more information, just visit our website.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nicole Ennis, Interim Dean of the College of Education and Human Performance at West Liberty University.
And I'm Dr. Richard Whitehead, the Interim Chair of Graduate Teaching and Learning. The moment the community and region has been waiting years for has finally arrived. West Liberty's first ever doctorate program just received full HLC approval to launch.
The Doctor of Education in Instructional Leadership, Management, and Innovation will prepare professionals to take on new leadership roles in various fields of their organization. We are officially accepting applications for the first cohort to begin in late September, with annual cohorts starting yearly in May. If you're ready to start your doctorate in education, now's the time.
The next chapter of your life can start in 3 years. Visit westliberty.edu/EDD to get started today.
Cherry red 350. Don't ask questions, just ride with me. Just ride. I ain't got that much, I ain't got a lot. Nope, but I'm still pulling off this plaza line. Boss life. I ain't gotta say it, you know what it is. Professor Ollie and Dr. Giggles, the Wonder Kid. Yeah, we party hard and stay up late. Hold up, but don't get it twisted. My week is graduate. We run the yard, call it black and gold. The game is so never told. Strolling down a yellow brick road on them. Stomping hard forever, we ice cold on them. We set examples, set the bar high. Real high. Competition giver, they don't even try. Never. Wise move, we the precursor. You heard? I got a gang of brothers, we ain't trying to hurt you. We deep. I walked on ice, but I never fell. Never. We got some stories I could never tell. You know.
Hi, my name is Roger Watson. I'm an exercise physiology student here at West Liberty University, and here's what it's like to be an exercise phys student. For the first class, we got group fitness leadership with Ms. Wack.
Today we're reviewing for the first 10 minutes of class, choreography structures and dance aerobics movements, and then we're getting into cardio kickboxing today.
Exercise physiology is the study of the human body when in motion. I think that's the best way I could describe it, whether it's under serious duress, like you're in a sporting event and you're trying to maximize ability, or just simple things as understanding, running mechanics for your daily jogs that you like to take in the morning. The exercise physiology program at West Liberty is really unique in a couple different ways. The professors we have are some of the top professors in the state. They've had extensive experience in their fields, and they offer a wide variety of ways to learn and better yourself. We also have access to state-of-the-art technology, quality ex-phys lab room, and many resources to once again continue to better yourself.
Go out, and then we're gonna go back in.
Ex-phys is something that you can use in your day-to-day life. But then if you're obviously, we go to school to get an education to hopefully pursue a great career, ex-phys is one of the most rewarding careers. Working with people and helping them physically change as well as mentally change is one of the most enjoyable things I've ever had the opportunity in doing.
You're looking at your punches. I'm not gonna do it fine. So turn your whole body.
All right, now we're into the biomechanics with Dr. Hannah.
We have the guest speaker today. This is Mr. Chris Dunaway. Please welcome him. I'm excited to have him here. His new current role is now the International Athleticism and Performance Coordinator for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
You get an anatomy class that's going to teach you overviews. You get some biomechanics involved. Then your 2 ex-phys labs are really important. Ex-phys 1, you're learning how to take blood pressures, do basic stuff that even clinical nurses might learn, stuff like that, because as you're learning ex-phys, you're getting more and more closer to the medical field. It's not just as simple as, a PE teacher. You're learning hands-on blood pressure, heart rate monitoring, exercise testing. We've had a few guest speakers come in that are really unique and offer their perspective in whatever field they're working on. So there's a lot of things that have been really great about the program, even coming in just like your day-to-day stuff, like the classmates I've had, the professors I work with. It takes ordinary stuff to another level.
Do it again. Squat down. So come back up. Did it improve? Yes.
So as far as ex-phys goes, you can really branch off into a couple different careers. Obviously, physical therapist is one of them, PTs. We also have some guys that are actually going to go into the PA program. If you do enough clinical stuff, you can go directly into that. Obviously, you can be a clinical exercise physician, right? You can also lead into, if you really want to go more medical, you can also look at becoming a cardiologist, and this could branch off very easily into that. You can work in cardiac rehab in a hospital. There's a lot, depending on what you want your day-to-day be like, ex-phys is going to have a career for you. Next class we got up is cardiac rehab with Dr. Metz.
We're going to use our normal process, only today we're going to actually be moving strips, so it's not going to be a still reading.
I chose ex-phys because, well, for one, I'm an athlete. That makes it easy. It transitions in very well. If you're an athlete, you're learning stuff that can literally help take your game to the next level. But ex-phys also offers a lot of things that, for me, just made sense. The opportunity to help people reach their goals, right? Physical goals is, I think, one of the things that America really could use a second look at, because obesity rates are rising, people are having all type of cardiovascular issues, stuff like that. And if we could take a chance to look at exercise as one of the foundations of life, then we would be better off. And I want to help people do that. And so the ex-phys is lined up right in that way. All right, guys, today I'm volunteering at a local organization that I'm blessed to have the opportunity to work with. I volunteer at a local children's organization, and I was given this really wonderful opportunity actually from one of my coaches. And that's one of the things I think West Liberty offers best is opportunities outside of school. No matter who you're with, you're going to connect in them. And I could say working with this organization has been seriously one of the most life-changing things I've had. It just kind of puts a lot of your own stuff in perspective, and then the opportunity to try to aid them and try to help in their journey of self-betterment. It's something that I enjoy going to every single day that I get a chance to. Like I said, I'm only able to do this because of the connections that West Liberty has offered me. Down, up, one more, down, up, 10. Thanks for checking out the program here today with me. If you need more information, check out our website.